Yo, this is a message to my Kickstarter backers. There's the free campaigns going on right now for those who were somehow unaware. Like, I had this Kickstarter that's funded in 2020 for Categorical, and it's finally here. Categorical. It's got this demo sticker on it. But look, it on the back, it's got Cyclit's example of what it should look like when he sets it up. And I don't have the rule cards, but they say basically do not shuffle, and then they guide you through the game. Pardon me. Like I had some people play through it for the first time at UK Games Expo because I got this literally, I want to say it was either Thursday or Friday. I got a bunch of the games on like 6 p.m. on Thursday, and then I got a bunch of games like around 8:30 a.m. on Friday. So they were all there in time to like show people and give people. Like, this is kind of what I wanted it to look like. I mean, there's always going to be little things like, I mean, now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, does that line go up high enough? But I did put, was it right for me to put them all at a squint? Because sometimes it might look just a bit weird. Like, does it look too much like a Z compared to an N just for that thing? But then there is the NZ. Like, time will tell. Like, is that readable enough? I mean, I like the H. The H is good. Like, is the stem of that thick enough? Like, I'm proud of it. I did. Like, it took me a couple of years, frankly, and this is what it's going to get down to. It's like I've been depressed, and it's like I am an extrovert. I love being around people. That's why you can't tell me, hey, Bez, don't go to UK Games Expo. Don't go to that convention. You can't say, Bez, don't do this thing. Instead, do this other thing. Because if you weren't doing that thing, you'd have more time to do this thing. Because that's not always the case. That's an extreme example. You can't say, hey, Bez, don't sleep. Then you'll have more time to do sit-ups. That doesn't follow at all. And whilst drawing isn't as obviously tiring in the same way, it is a muscle, it does take effort. And for me, doing that initial boom, I've got this is, pardon me, the final artwork. I have to be in the right place. And like, I don't want to overstate the thing, but like, it actually looks slightly nicer in reality than on there. Because like, it's not really that white on the screen, but it's kind of white, sort of yellowish. Um, the light overhead is a fluorescent lamp, so I wonder if I should actually turn on the side lamp. Hold on a second. Let me turn on the side lamp. Yeah, that shows it a little bit more clearly. Anyway, look, the point is, so I'm just going to talk about what's going on because all the things were almost done, but now I've got some more delays and it's going to be, I don't know, a month. We'll see. We'll bloom and see, but it will get to you, I promise. I have every intention of getting your stuff. And that's the thing, like, it's never fun to say, oh, things are kind of messed up, and I managed to get all the art to the printer. After this one, it was a lot of, like, obviously COVID wasn't a great time, and then Brexit, that wasn't a great time, and so never again will I realistically be able to do nice boxes like this with the shiny gold and the, like, I just really like this as a two-piece box. It's like really solid, and I used to get people to literally jump on these boxes, and I am still proud of this. Like, it's in a tuck box, so it doesn't, and it could look fine on the shelf. It's like, oh, Categorical, what's that? Oh, it's 10 plus, it's 5 to 12 minutes, 2 to 6 players. And then I also wanted to show I brought the original deck back into stock, where it's the original typeface. So that's, I mean, it took almost no time. It's just a reprint of these cards, so it's straight up the same files. And the only thing I did is I added a little about these games, who's responsible, about the contests. I wrote that in like a wee bit of time, but that was done after the categorical and everything else had already been done, don't worry. So yeah, categorical's been done. And these things can stand up, but you know, it's not going to be as nice as what I had with Fabrica cards. It's not, because like I'm not printing the extra money and the hassle to get it printed there and then to bring it over is just too much. That's the truth. Maybe it won't be too much in a few years' time, or if I find a partner to help me with stuff. But for now, it's just too much. So, oh, did my helpers organize these by suit? Oh wow. Oh, I thought maybe they'd. No, I don't think they have. But yeah, what was I saying? I got really depressed during that time, and I wanted to do this stuff. And it's like, if I want to do the thing, then there's parts of the answer, parts of the story that I tell myself, and sometimes part of what other people tell me is, well, why do you do that? Why do you record a YouTube video? Why do you play these other games? Why do you go to playtest? And yeah, like the truth is that last week, coming back from UK Games Expo, I saw some friends on the Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't get myself out, and Friday I just didn't feel up to it, and Friday I just didn't do much, is the truth. And then I was really looking forward to playtesting, and then I ended up going and helping out a company that stays about 10 minutes cycle away from me, so that felt like something that I could achieve. And then hello, someone's talking. Hello, Jamie, and hello, Dutch Yoda. Obviously, this is ultimately, I can't remember if you backed these Kickstarters, but this is kind of like an open letter, because this just feels like the easiest way to do it, because I'm better at talking than I am at thinking, and I don't want this to be one of those sob stories. Look at me, and I've not like really gone into what an apology is. It's just me trying to be more accountable. But yeah, so categorical, I do hope that people enjoy it, and the reason that I don't have it is because transportation was really difficult. That's the truth. I was hoping it would have been nice. Like a few months ago, I was really hoping that I would have a car or get someone with a van. Hello, Timmy. It's lovely to see you. I was hoping that we would all go to UK Games Expo together, and then we would come back. And on the way, it would be, I am in London. I am showing off stuff that got printed and explaining why it's not been done. But yeah, I am in London, so got printed. As I said, some of the games arrived. They were due to arrive 3 weeks before UK Games Expo, so like about 4 weeks ago. And then some of them arrived literally about 6 p.m. Like after 6 p.m. in fact, on Thursday, after the press preview had already started. And some of them arrived definitely before 9. So it was before we actually opened, but it was still really stressful on the Friday. And that meant that I was able to give stuff out to people. And then coming back, I didn't have stuff with me. With the printer, they've had some personal issues on their end. And look, this isn't me trying to make excuses. This is me trying to explain, and I should keep going through these so that people who want to see the art can see the art and hopefully like this and it looks good and they're like, hey, I'm glad that I'm finally getting something. Like if we look at this, like I sort of did a red background for each of these things. You can sort of see that quite faintly. That was done with Posca markers. Also, the letters were all done with Posca markers, and also Stettler Permanent Lumocolor. And then that was a separate font, so that's obviously based on that, but totally separate fonts. And then these little icons were rotated and done 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4 by Jack, the graphic designer. And then on the back is literally all 6 of the different patterns. So that's what that is. And 6 different suits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Shown a differing number of times. But yes, hopefully when people get this, they really enjoy it. And I guess my point is that, yeah, now a lot of the stock is with Spiral Galaxy, and Spiral Galaxy is meant to be in future helping me ship stuff, but shipping stuff from there wasn't I'm not completely onboarded with them, so it's going to take me a lot of logistics stuff, which is tricky, but B, I'm expecting they're also helping me with warehousing, and I'm actually going to get them to send it over here, or maybe I just get a separate shipment over here from Rob, because there was meant to be a second shipment for some of the other games, and then for the Kickstarter, like the main Kickstarter stuff, and then being like, boom, here, now I can send it all, and I should have been able to do that, I don't know, last week, end of last week. At least it would have given me something to do while I was sort of anxiously not going out and seeing people. So yeah, I mentioned how, like, not being a robot, need to do other stuff. I am going to go to a short convention at Belfast. I'm not sure that I'll have any games to sell there. I think I'll have some demo copies, which is what I'm showing, and possibly no stock at all, which means that, like, it's not a financially prudent thing to do, but it is, if nothing else, a chance for me to go off, do some playtesting of new stuff, and have fun. Because that's why bloomin' go to conventions, because I love them. I find them fun. I find them invigorating. People seeing my games, that's what gives me a reason to make these games. If I wasn't ever going to conventions, and like, here's again, it says demo just because it was a demo copy, a game about counting cats, shapes and colors that keeps getting trickier. Third edition, first printing. It's the third edition. It's got slightly changed stuff, and also the fact that it's in a box. And so yeah, one side is that, and yeah, the rules are basically just on the card. But what was I saying? Yeah, I am doing other things. My priority is, and I think should never be, to just do the one thing until it's done, and to heck with everything else in life. I mean, that's an extreme example. Like, you know, mental health is important, physical health is important, and when I'm going to be away in Belfast, there's something called QCon. I'd never heard of it before, but I was invited quite a few months ago, and it's something that I've been looking forward to. I'm going to be working for like 3-4 days, and I think maybe 3 days, and then I'll be enjoying myself and not doing much at all for in 3 days. I might go up and see the Giant's Causeway. Let me shoot this side, and I might go up, like, wander around and see a couple of people there, like Michael Fox and Rory from Rory Story Cubes, just to say hello. And because I've not been to their neck of the woods in like years and years. And so, yes, my point is, life isn't going to go on hold. It's not going to stop. But this is, I promise, a big priority for me. I am privileged, again. I keep saying this, that I am able to make an income from Yogi, basically, and I'm likely to sign another contract. It's going to, how many contracts have I signed? I've signed Yogi, Last Bug Standing in the Circle of Doom, and Creature, which sadly that company went bust, and also Seize the Power, which that company went bust inside the box. But then Roar is coming out, and possibly, totally hypothetically. So yes, I'm not going to say anything specific, But a game about cute comical creatures and trying to identify them after some makes noises might be going to another publisher. I mean, look, it's a good game and I'm proud of it, and I hope, and I'm privileged, as I was saying, that I'm able to make an income. And most of the money that I make right now is not from stuff that I do right now, which is a weird thing, because back in the day when I used to be paid an hourly wage usually, or whether that was for first, it was for doing waitressing or doing shelf stocking or selling petrol or all sorts of things. Then, yeah, I did get wee bits of development gigs. I mean, but now, oh, this is a game about drawing creatures, complementing the drawings and complementing the compliments. I genuinely love this one that I've done. And, oh, there's now a little thing about the history of it and a little side about me. There's a quick thing on the QR code. By the way, the QR codes might not work. They won't work unless there's actually something worth me putting up there. Oh. 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 I think so. Yeah, I don't know how we missed this, but the rules are just one page, but I think I was one page short, and then on the other side, that's from the old time when it was a bargain bag and it was on the back card. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. And like, this is the kind of thing yeah, like I hope, honestly, throw away that card and that'll be fine. Throw away the one with the back of the box, or you can keep it as a, hey, ain't this weird? And on one side of the cards, they've got the bits about little things that you have to draw. On one side, it's got little ideas for how to complement. And these ones are always black and white. These ones are always in color. But yeah, yeah. Now I don't get any money from generally stuff that I'm doing right now, which is a weird thing, but it also means that, like, right now I can make this a priority, but at the same time I can't. It's sometimes really difficult to be self-employed, I think, is the key thing. Sometimes it's really lonely, sometimes it's really isolating, and I wish there was like someone here to just keep me company while I put things into envelopes and yeah, sorts out the online Royal Mail stuff. Oh, goes that way, sorry. And I am proud of this, and it will be coming to you. I will send out the surveys very soon, probably within the next week. I should be getting the games within the next week, at the end of next week, I think, on Thursday next week. And if I do, then I'll try to start putting stuff together. But at the same time, I need to prioritize mental health. I can't be saying, okay, I'm going to be inside all day doing this thing. And I need to find reasons to go outside. I finally managed to allow myself to just go outside for the joy of it. Like yesterday, and like with the help of a friend who gave me a mini mission, and then, well, no, Sunday, and then yesterday to get some prescription drugs, and then today to kind of say goodbye to a friend who came over for a couple of hours. And that's the thing, like, yes, I'm going to have people over, because even if all the care, yes, I am still moving. I'm slightly confused by the question. Yeah, I am going to prioritize parts of myself. I'm going to prioritize being healthy. I'm going to prioritize getting myself outside. I'm going to prioritize other things, but beyond that, yes, I really want to get this sent, and I will get the surveys out, and it'll take me time to work through everyone, but please bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me and for being patient. And it's weird, like at some point, Kickstarter used to be about, hey, here's the thing that I've half done, and now let's finish it off together. And like In a Bind was definitely that. The L deck was definitely that, and I massively benefited from people helping. Frankly, even with Categorical, there was at least one set of typography that I had last year, I think, and then people said, "Oh, that doesn't look as readable as it could be." And now I came back to this typography Categorical. I think that is definitely more readable, and I'm proud that I've been able to work with people. But I do worry that there's also a lot of stress on my part for this, and I'm not sure it's the best thing and I'd like to move towards maybe thing like podcasts do, where it's, hey, here's a Kickstarter for me making reviews and stuff for the next year. And maybe I say something like that, where, hey, here's a Kickstarter, pay me money and you can get some games that I've already made. But the Kickstarter isn't for those games. The Kickstarter's to help fund me to keep making stuff. Some of that I will maybe give you as PDFs. Some of it I might not. It depends on what it is and whether I can afford to put it through as PDFs. Maybe that will be something to do with stretch goals, like how many PDFs we do, and then you're kind of, I don't know, like that could be part of it. But Simi says Twitch is lagging for me. I'm sorry, but lots of love. But beetroot juice, just because I love everything being red. So yeah, I'm thinking of next time, rather than being, hey, we're going to make this thing, let's make this thing, it might be something more like, okay, here's this thing, it's basically already made, here's the back of the box and everything, and send me enough money and I will get you the things. And if you want to give me more money, I will give you some of the original art and stuff like that. And maybe there will be like a special pin, but like it will be more about like taking more inspiration from, as I say, when they do promos and when they do special things. Belfast is very close. I mean, it is going to be my first time on a plane. So since 2020, and I am a wee bit nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. I am genuinely feeling nervous. I'm not feeling nervous so much about the being in the plane. I've got a face mask that's clean and everything, and I can put that on. But what I am feeling nervous about is the organization around it, like the whole check-in. It's been years since I've done that. Have things changed slightly? Am I going to just end up confused? Am I going to end up make a mistake? But it is a close flight. I think it's going to be like less than 2 hours. So it's, like just the security whole thing. I mean, I've got my passport. It shouldn't be that problematic. It's just the whole, like the organization stuff. They sure are. But like once I'm there, I'll have gone through it once, and I am planning to go to, whoops, and that's upside down. I am planning to go to Thailand, for anyone who isn't already aware. I've mentioned it's a lot. But yeah, I am planning to keep making games. I would like to keep making games for it, like in Bangkok. I'm having a leaving party in August, and I'd like to make some new games for that. And I'd like to have things where, hey, here's some special things. And with Spiral Galaxy, like part of the reason I've started working with them is because I can't keep doing things the way I do. I just can't. I'm way behind on shipping, and yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, but Spiral Galaxy will help me ship stuff and do the distribution and all that, even when I live in another country. So that's that. And to me, Belfast, Northern Ireland is a weird one. So, wow, I forget that not everyone understands British passports, but Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I do have a passport. I'm going to take it with me just because I'm on a plane. I'm going to be going to, yeah, frankly, if I were, it's going through the airport. I don't know what it is. Like, if I were getting on the airport to Manchester, still in England, I would take my passport still. But yeah, it's not that far away. But like, yeah, when I am far away, I will be back, I believe, for UK Games Expo, and I want Spiral Galaxy to help me take care of stuff. And I would like to keep doing Kickstarters and raising some money, because it's the games that I give to other companies that really give me the sustained income. Because I'm not really earning an income by being at UK Games Expo. I took about £4,000 in gross income, but I spent at least 5,500 to be there, in terms of if you include the cost of the stock that I sent. Here's a game about seriously surreal creatures and a game about selecting 7 cards, speedily searching for synergies. And Hake8, hope you're generally well. And yeah, Jack changed these compared to Chris's thing. I definitely prefer these ones, so it's just got the names there. So yeah. And the back of the cards looks like that. I do like just the big collection of stuff. It feels like it's a common thing, but yeah, it works well. So yeah, don't think I really have anything more to say about my Kickstarters. I guess I open the thing. A game about cute comical creatures and trying to identify them after some mixed noises. Looks like that now. I'm happy that all of these things have wee bags, like wee boxes, I mean. I hope that you enjoy them. Thank you if you backed my Kickstarter, for helping me keep making games. I mean, sometimes it's something that people might be like, oh, that's a weird, funny idea, but I don't really need to play it. Hopefully people who play this will be like, oh, wow, I really enjoyed that. Where, yeah, I make games. You never knew. So I like games. Oh, I like games as well. Do you make games? So, I mean, the point is that I had this idea and then I made it, and then some people have actually said that they really enjoy it because they played the first edition, which I thought was good, but this one's definitely better balanced. And because, there were a decent number of people who supported the Kickstarter, I thought, oh, well, there's actually a bit more demand than I thought there was. And if I think I've got to have a little bit more faith in my ideas sometime, and just be like, you know what? There's probably at least enough people to do like a couple hundreds, and I'll just make this. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to do my busy bargain bags, and I think I'm going to keep doing my, as I call them, sloppy first editions. Have I got them here? This is a game about auctioning cubes after winning an auction to become the auctioneer, and this is a game about words that rhyme with terrible rules on the line. And are they fluffy, cute games at least, or terribly dull, cube-tertiary AP producing games? Hopes for cubes. Yes, exactly. One of my games now does feature cubes, genuinely. And that's the point. Like, I made it and people enjoyed it, and I will do these busy bargain bags and be like, you know what, I'm going to take the time to do this. Book of Nerds. Oh, Book of Nerds. Book of Nerds. Book of Nerds. I mean, this was just meant to be a me apologizing to Kickstarter backers, but thank you for raiding. I mean, it's weird because I'm just trying to sit here and talk about Kickstarters and how it is and how I've spent longer than I should have on stuff, and I've not communicated as well as I could have. And I guess that's what I'm saying, that like I've started really learning. Like, I mean, it's easy enough to just say it, but I think I really understand it, that I could be better at Book gets a song, yeah, because Book raided with 8 people. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you had a great stream, Book of Nerds. But yeah, so I can't just do one thing. I have to do multiple things. And if I start doing the Kickstarter, then it feels like, okay, I've got to do this one thing. But then I don't feel great. I don't feel that happy. Hey, Book of Nerds! And I'm really proud of it. I mean, look, this is an intimate date. So you've got actual red herrings. So these red herrings, they don't mean anything. Whereas the cakes and the sporks and the wines and the stars, they all mean stuff. So it's like trying to find a card where, like, here we go. Hungry Harriet. Every spork is 1 point. And then an intimate date, so that would give you. And there's also Hungry Horace, who likes the cake. And then there was the Winding River, where all the wine glasses needed the points. And then there stars for the Stargazer, and the red herrings literally are just red herrings. And I'm proud of it. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm happy with it existing. But I don't think I can just do the one thing and then be like, yeah, this is the one thing. I think I need to allow myself to build in that, hey, let's work on multiple things. Let's follow the mojo. And that's why I will have a early access Kickstarter for hashtag Drawn Together. But after that, it's just going to be more a case of, I mean, again, everything I say is susceptible to change, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, hey, these are games I made, but they're a reward. It's not like, because like people are like, hey, Kickstarters now become like a pre-order thing, but then what's with all these Kickstarters for podcasts where it's just, hey, here's some promos and have the promos? I mean, why not say, hey, I'm a person making games, pay me and I'll keep make games for a year, and here's some games that I made last year, and hopefully those games you will enjoy. And by basically getting those games, you are, it's like a sort of, I mean, that Kickstarter is a really weird thing, because when you see that, it's like, okay, is this for a single project? And if I would have to be clear, the project is the year of me making games. And it's a weird thing because it's moving away from, okay, the project is a game. But if the project is a game, no, because it's already mostly done, and it's moving towards the point where if it's not completely done, then it's just going to become more and more stressful. And I'm reaching that breaking point where I just need to be like, I need to do it in a it's completely done now way, otherwise it's going to burn me out. But yeah, that's my chat. And I don't know if anyone has any questions about Kickstarter or Kickstarters or these Kickstarters that I have. But if you do, then like put a comment down like on the Kickstarter comments, and I will respond. It obviously it's faster if you ask while I'm talking live, or you do it in the YouTube thing. Oh, I wanted to show you. Sorry for leaning over. That feels a bit rude, but these are some of my seriously surreal creatures, and I will give folk some stickers. This is like I called this. That's the name of the creature, and this. Oh no, those are all the same. And then if I look here, this is the drizzle creature. Then we've got is this creature, and then we've got hey, where's the white stickers gone? Also had some white stickers. Anyway, I'll give everyone at least. Here we go. I'll give everyone at least a couple of stickers, and so you'll get something. And oh, Ben, I hope you're generally well. So yeah, that is me. One last time, if anyone has any questions, then please ask me, because yeah, I cannot answer things I am not asked. I guess I could ask myself, but I cannot. But if you want to know the answer, then you're more likely to hear it if you ask me. Anyway, communication. I will put this up. I'll put this up as an update, and hopefully that will be good communication. Lots of love, and I'm going to say bye-bye, and I guess on Twitch I should go and raid someone if there is someone cool. Please. So I am going to look around, and I see that Shut Up and Sit Down is playing System Shock. Maybe I will check them out. Or maybe we should see Gary Lucas music. Who won? I mean, who should we do it? Gary Lucas music or Shut Up and Sit Down? That there's Shut Up and Sit Down are apparently doing the System Shock takes, and thank you very much for saying good to see you again. That's lovely to say, Ben. Okay, let's raid Gary Lucas music, or raid Gary Lucas music. Anyway, I'm going to say lots of love, and as always, bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 and now it's time to go. Bye, 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 this is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 thank you for understanding. Bye, 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 hopefully everything. If you had any questions, then please do ask. I promise to answer, that will be a task. But I promise to send everything as soon as I possibly can. But I ask you for your patience, and thank you for the attention and patience span. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.